because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decided to take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their dual-threat quarterback out of TCU in Fort Worth, Texas. It's Trevon Boykin.
It's interesting to me when I hear people talk about Trevon Boykin's arm, and some people find it a little bit lacking. But the ball comes off of his hand so easily, I think sometimes they're fooled. Kind of reminds me of a pass quarterback in the NFL. Looks like it's just a snap of the wrist, and the ball gets there.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The rookie Boykin to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now the rookie Boykin. He's got time in the pocket. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And Jerry Rice no longer holds that top spot. Touchdown reception number 198 gives us a new career leader.
And this guy, we know, is headed to Canton. And when he gets there for his induction speech, this will be his walkout video. This catch right here where he broke the record of the incomparable Jerry Rice.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mullet. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game. Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
This will be caught at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Usually when we talk about concentration and catching the ball, it's about the receiver. In this case, it's the defender who had the great focus knocking it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, this is something you may have to deal with when you give the keys to the offense to a rookie quarterback. Now 2 first-half interceptions.
And you do expect it. But I think this deep into the season, you're expecting that to improve and not see it quite so often, or definitely not in this case. So when he goes to the sidelines and the head coach puts his arm around him, he might not be talking to him in nice tones.
And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. And despite being...
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll hand to Rawls. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the two-point try. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The play clock's running down. The rookie Boykin to throw. He's going to rifle one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. You know, that's a play where if you're a fan of the other team, you're saying, how in the world did we let him get that wide open?
And the defensive coaches are asking that exact same question of their players on the field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
3 down, 3 down. Come on, let's go.
They'll try to run with Rolls. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they were with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
Now the rookie Boykin. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run with their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Another pistol look here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime here. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield.
Here we go. 190. 190.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chris Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their big-bodied receiver, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Crowder's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going, Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records.
They give it to Rawls. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a cut. And he lost the football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Surveying the field. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now the rookie Boykin. He's going to let it go again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come out here in the eye. The rookie Boykin to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. And really, Charles, a great job by the defender there to get a hand on the pigskin.
Just as the ball arrived, the defender swatted it away.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Right there, 54 Mike. Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Matt Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to rifle one. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here in my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again. And I wrote those words down, and he's done it again.
And it's not bragging if you're doing it, right? Because that's exactly what he's told you, and he is getting it done.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. That one looks like he'll throw here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their big-bodied receiver with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So they're going to go for 2. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay game, offense.
They'll again try for 2, this time from the 7.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line,
Yeah,
right? That's not where
push
snap.
5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Here we go. 1, 9.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Flex round. Flex round. Safety screaming. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole